In today's video, we're going to check out Krodor, one of the new heroes in Watcher of Realms. I'm going to share with you where to put them, where to use them, gear rights. Also, we're going to check his spells, since, let's be honest, the spells actually decide where one hero should be placed. I'm going to go over also the talent. Let's jump directly in the Krodor. First thing that catch my eye was he is a defender. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of defenders. Normally people are having like 2 defenders, at maximum 3 defenders for all kind of maps, but sometimes if you need 4, you can use fighters like Abomination. Abomination have pretty decent HP, but in this case we have a defender, so I don't know, I have mixed feelings about defenders. Already we have one of the best defenders for free in Watcher of Realms. This is Wague, absolutely insane defender. Every 11 seconds he's going to receive 85% from his shield and from his HP as a shield. So yeah, we have a lot of great defenders in this game. So how the Krodor is going to separate from all of them, and what is going to be the best places to use this? I think is Orc, not so sure. It's a Northern, first thing that actually catch my eye, and Northern faction is going to give you 20% shield from the hero HP every 20 seconds. So yeah, for 20 seconds. So this is huge thumbs up, since he's going to receive a shield. And for me, the best defenders should be from the Northern faction, just because of this shield. The other fractions is not actually providing shield. So huge thumbs up for the Northern faction. Let's go over the talents. First of all, we're going to see here the game actually give us little suggestion: damage reduction and control. We're going to see the control and we're going to see the damage reduction. Damage skills of the defense increase defense by 2% for 20 seconds, each time taking damage, capping to 20% defense. So from here we already know that this hero should be stuck on defense. You know, in Watcher of Realms you have 2 separation on the defenders. One is for boosting the HP and one is for boosting the defense. For example, as I already mentioned, the Wague should be boosted on HP, since his shield depend on the HP the hero is having. So in this case of Krodor, we need to stack up on defense, and this is first separation I see from rest of the defenders. Here we have a defender. So let's go over the spells. Basic attack, nothing interesting. Let's see the ultimate. Increase the block by 2 and defense by 70%. This effect lasts 15 seconds. So from here I can tell you that this hero is going to be great for the arena. In the arena you have a specific time that you have to break the enemy lines, and having this for 15 seconds and blocking 2 extra mobs, and in same time increasing the defense by 70%. One of the best defenders right now in the Guild Wars is Broker, and we all know what the Broker is doing. He's freeze, he stop a lot of enemy. Also Wague is a very good defender there. So I think this one maybe is going to find good place in the Guild Wars, and this is pretty decent. Decent ultimate, since when you see the things get tough, you can just trigger this ultimate, and you can, because it's manually, sometimes the ultimate is on auto. Now this is the difference between manual and auto. When you see something on your hero, the manual mean you have to click on the spell to activate it. On auto, the hero is going to cast it whenever they hit the rage cap to cast the specific spell. So yeah, huge thumbs up about this. I think this is perfect spell when you need to do some great defense on specific moments. And there are many places in this game that you need specific defense on specific moment. Anyway, let's jump to the next spell. 1 HP drops below 30%, immediately enters in stage of anger. Below up 10 enemy ahead and inflicted with attack reduction. How much is this attack reduction? Let me just put my camera here. minus 20% from the attack. This is good attack reduction. I mean, normally in Watcher of Realms we see things like 10%, sometimes it's 50%. Very rarely we're going to see 20%, but here we're going to see 20%. On them, the next 5 basic attack change into striking at most 10 enemies ahead, dealing 150% AoE damage and inflicting stun. At the ultimate is not available during this stage. Okay, so he cannot actually trigger this 70% defense increase. That's important. This effect can only be triggered one time per deployment. Now, here is maybe one of the first minuses of this hero, that I really hate spells that can be triggered one time per deployment. I mean, imagine that he go again under 30% and you cannot actually count on this spell, and also he cannot be used, or the ultimate cannot be used in this case, and this is very important to be mentioned, since increasing the defense by 70%, this is huge boost of the defense. It's going to lower by a lot the enemy damage they're doing to you. And yeah, you have to be very careful to not enter in under 30% of your HP, and in same time first use your ultimate when you see that things are getting tough, and after this just wait for this thing to trigger. Braveheart. So far I don't like this, that this spell can be triggered just one, and it cannot be triggered and the ultimate cannot be triggered in this, it's not available during this Braveheart. And finally, the last one, based on the number of adjusted allies, increase the physical damage reduction and damage dealt. This effect can reach to maximum 12% when there is a 3 allies in range. Now, I'm not so sure what is the range. I mean, close to this hero, maybe 2 cubes left and right. I'm not quite sure about this, but the damage reduction is decent. This spell is decent. Unity strange. But from rest of the look, I don't know, the talents is also very good. Increased defense by up to 20%. This is huge. The ultimate is good for a specific moment to stop huge amount of enemy. But this spell, I don't like it that much. And this one is good, but yeah, I'm not so sure. Also, the increasing the damage and doing AoE damage and stuff like this, defenders by the default are not doing huge amount of damage. So this is maybe one of the minuses. I mean, better put everything on the defense side and not any kind of boost of the attack, since yeah, they're not doing that much damage. If you're going to stuck this guy on the defense, you're going to sacrifice maybe attack or stuff like this. But yeah, in general, pretty average, but it can be used on specific places. So let's jump on which place can Krodor be used at best. In general, in most of the places you can actually use him when you need to stop something. In the resource rights, I mean experience and gold rights, I don't suggest that, since you just need to kill them very fast. I'm going to even show you my combination here and how I did it, how I do it for like 20 or 30 seconds. Just a little showdown if some people are thinking how to do it. So yeah, here comes the rat. Rat is gonna heal himself, he's 5 times awakened. I'm going to stuck nightmare fraction heroes and just commit on the other side. Here you don't need any kind of defense. You just need something to hit hard and do it hard. Okay, I don't know how much. I think it was like 20 seconds or 40. Okay, 49 seconds. Better, 99% better from rest of the players. But yeah, I'm not going to give any other examples like this. But yeah, resource right is not. Promotional right is a good one. You can use it in the hero defense stage. I think it's for insignia of endurance. You can go for this one. But yeah, I prefer to use the fighters, since everything happens very fast, especially when you are in your higher levels. Something like end game, you have a lot of strong fighters that you can place that, and mobs is not going to even have a chance to touch your heroes. So gear rights. Gear right 1, gear right 2, gear right 3. Now for the gear right, it can be used gear right 2, stack it on defense, but in general gear right 2 is mostly the best place to use heroes that have some kind of undying stage. For example, this can be Baron, maybe this is one example, this can be Theodore. Those heroes that when you kill him, they have some time and they're going to stay and still block the enemy. I mean, this I talk about the latest stage, since in the stage 19 and above, the boss is going to kill everything that is on the map, so you need this type of defenders, and maybe you can have one strong defender when the boss is actually coming to you. For the gear right 1, no, I mean, there you need AoE mages. I have also video how to do it with the nightmare fraction, but those heroes is behind the wall, only the abomination is out of the wall, so you can go and check out this video if you have struggles with the gear right 1, but in general it's not the best place for defenders. And gear right 3 is still not the best place for the defenders. Here you need marksman's heroes with long range doing massive damage. I use even arrogance in the gear right 1, but arrogance is one ground unit that is doing huge damage since he's also hitting the air targets. So maybe in the gear right 2, but I don't suggest that much. There is other heroes here. You need great timing. In the gear right 2, it's easy to be done, but you need great timing and you need this type of heroes that can still be there even that they get killed for a couple more seconds just to win some time. So for the gear rights, I'm not quite sure that this is going to be the best place. For the fractional trial, you can definitely use him for the fractional trial on the map. Maybe I'm going to just see the map. On these two places here you need two strong defenders, and maybe this is one of the places when you can use this hero. And of course, if you check rest of the trials, you can still find some other place where you can place this hero. So jumping over artifact material, right? Here you have just one place where you have to put your defender. It's just in front of the boss, and you have to wait the boss. I have a video about this, you can go and check it out, but you have to wait the boss just to put his legs on this cube here, and then you put your defender. But here you need very strong defender, very strong defender. I use Wagoem, and so far I think he's one of the best heroes for this stage. Even if we check which heroes people are using, it's mostly fighters, but it's just because the rest of the heroes you're going to use there is going to be the fighters. And finally, the Tide, you can use it on the Tide. I mean, it didn't actually matter what. It don't matter that much what kind of heroes you're going to use on the Tide. Is still you can use him there with the ground units. Of course, here is my talents if somebody want to check them out. First, I go over the mages and marksmans just to kill the units before they even reach my ground units, and after this I go over these three. I mean, this is the most important talents in my opinion for the Tide. Right now I'm here. I'm going to level this one, but for our bad boy, the Tide is maybe the second place. Of course, we have Void Reef. In the Void Reef you can also use him, but again I prefer shield heroes there. And finally is the arena. You can use him in the arena, also is a good place. I didn't do arena, as you can see, much lately. 158 arena, so I mean I didn't buy these things, I just didn't do arena lately. So yeah, this is so far for our new bad boy. The huge advantage of Krodor that I see is this talent. This talent is insane. Increasing the defense by 2% can go to 20%. This is something passive, and I think even this 20% may catch each wave, by the way. And the ultimate is when you need something strong to stay still there, you can use this hero. basically is for the places where you need a lot of defense, a lot of strong hero there for just couple seconds, and here it's like 15 seconds, and I think it's going to be best for the guild wars. So this will be for Krodor. If you want to check how I did get right one with free-to-play player team, I'm going to put one video here. I hope you enjoyed. Have a great day and see you in the next video.